Alright, before the video starts, I noticed that a lot of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel, so if you have the chance, feel free to subscribe to my channel, if you want. I appreciate the support from y'all, and have a good one. Hi, long time no see. Yep, my video store is back in business. For a brief period of time it was closed because, well, of current world events. But now we got some safety measures in place, and I even made the requirements of everyone wearing, well, you know, a face mask. All that jazz. So, I, of course, have this lovely thing for you to see today. Yeah. It is a Sony SLV-N750 video cassette recorder. Yeah. Well, you might be asking, what's so special about a VCR? Well, this VCR is special for two reasons. One, this VCR was released in 2004. Yeah, no joke, it wasn't released in the 80s or the 90s. It was released in the mid-2000s. And the reason why this is interesting is because, well, DVD was already out by then. And, well, not that many people were still interested in VHS by then. So, yeah. Having a VCR released right in the middle of the peak of DVD's popularity is pretty unusual, but this is probably a budget option for people who've never had a VCR or had their previous VCR broken. So it is kind of nice that they sold this VCR just in case if your older VCR breaks down. And this unit is pretty reliable. And two, the second reason, the elephant in the room, this VCR is actually capable of S-VHS playback. Yes. It can actually play S-VHS tapes, and very few consumer-grade VCRs that I know of can do this. For those of you who don't know, S-VHS is a format that was released in 1987 that is higher quality than VHS. It's supposed to be better quality than VHS, and of course, you would have better quality footage. Sadly, I don't have any S-VHS movies, and there's only one of them in the wild. Yeah, there's an Indiana Jones movie released on VHS. Yeah, I think it's Raiders of the Lost Ark or The Last Crusade. But it belongs in a museum because it's odd that any pre-recorded content gets released on S-VHS. But yet again, we have D-Theater, and those are D-VHS movies that were released, and of course, well, D-Theater was a pretty odd format in itself. Well, D-VHS was a pretty odd format itself. It's digital VHS, and it was released when DVDs were starting to become popular. But still, DVHS is pretty useful for archiving older episodes of Doctor Who. As explained in a Tech Mode video. If you haven't seen that video yet, I highly recommend you to do it because, well, it's a really interesting video. Go look up Techbone D Theater and you will know what I mean. Alright, so yeah. This VCR has tracking, as with any VCRs, and has front-mounted AV ports. Yeah, AV ports in the front, a play button, all that jazz. The typical stuff that you see on the VCR. And the back, nothing fancy here. 2 RF ports and AV ports in the back. It's pretty much your basic VCR. There's no S-video on it because I don't think VHS is capable of S-video. Yeah, it's not much to say here. It's in good working condition. The rollers and the capstans work pretty well because it's a mid-2000s VCR. I'm actually amazed they still work. Here's the inside. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Although there's a dent on it. Yeah. And I got this VCR for a pretty good price at a yard sale back in the day. So, it was pretty cool. And Sony is one of the biggest brands for, well, one of the most commonly used brands for VCR, since they do make reliable VCRs. Crazy considering that they used to make a competitor of VHS called Betamax. But Sony decided to stop supporting Betamax, and of course, well, decided to make their own VCRs in the late 80s. Yeah, they made their first VCR in the late 80s. Yeah. I might get a hold of a Betamax VCR sometime. Because Betamax is a really interesting format to talk about. And so is Laserdisc. Alright, so let's go ahead and test out the brilliance of the Sony SLV-N750 video cassette recorder. No frills, reliable. It's really solid. Alright, so we got the VCR hooked up and ready to go. For copyright reasons, I won't be showing any footage of any movies, because I don't want to get a copyright strike. I'm just going to be showing you a rather interesting commercial, because very few footage of it has been documented on YouTube. Alright, so if you want to see what it looks like on the top, there you go, there's the display. Yeah, it's a pretty basic display for VCRs, but it has a really, really good fast forward feature and rewind. Yeah, it rewinds really fast, and you don't need those VCR rewinders. So, let's go ahead and play the rarest of rare commercials from Tycho RC.
Also, meet all friends in sports club, sold separately, music club together. From it down.
The Typhoon Hot blasts over the ground on a fair. Now, Typhoon hits the water. Incredible. The RC is on land and
Tape's messing up, but this is an old tape. What do you expect?
Rechargeable battery pack not included.
Don't worry, I have another video of it somewhere. I'll be uploading that video later because this commercial has never been seen on YouTube at all. Yeah, it's a... Alright. So, yeah. Yeah, the tape's kind of wonky, but what do you expect? It's an old tape. It was there years ago. And let's test out the rewind feature. Alright, so there's the tape rewinding. Oh, look at that! There you go. It's rewinded in a jiffy. Yeah, it's got a fast rewind feature. It's pretty handy. Okay, so yeah, let's test out a tape that's not wonky. Because I have a public domain movie in my collection. Well, in the video store. Let's get it out. Yeah, I was going to show you Night of the Living Dead, but I was pretty much too lazy to get it out. So, I have this tape called Discover Russia. If I get a copyright claim if I show this, I'm sorry, okay? It's just for demonstration purposes. Yeah. This tape, sadly, doesn't get rented that much. But it's a good way to learn about what Mother Russia has in common. I mean, has in store. Okay, here we go. There's the buzzing. God, I missed that. Okay, let's get... Oh, look! Scary logo of the day! It's not that scary, I'm just messing around with you. That might start off some people. Let's fast forward. Oh. Alright, let's rewind. Is this opposite? Yes. Yeah, this the rewind feature actually looks pretty good. Alright. Here we go. This tape actually works pretty well, unlike the other tape. So, no, it wasn't the VCR, it was the tape.
This is a journey in space and time, to a world born of fire and ice.
This is tape hi-fi.
A world shaped by the collective soul of its people.
It doesn't say it's hi-fi. Yeah. Mother Russia. I'm not going to show you much of this. Go ahead and watch it if you have the chance. It's really interesting.
The Neva gave us Leningrad, Peter the Great's timeless city. Leningrad gave us Pushkin. I love thee, city of Peter's making. I love thy harmonies austere. Neva's sovereign.
Check it out if you have the chance.
Thy traceried iron gates.
It also comes with this cool pamphlet. Alright, so that's pretty much enough. And in case you're wondering, yes, the record function does work. Yeah, let's rewind Discover Russia. So yeah, there you go. Sony SLV-N750 VCR in a nutshell. It's really good. If you're looking to buy a newer model of VCR that will last you for a while, I highly recommend you to pick up this model. And it also is capable of playing your S-VHS tapes if you have any of those lying around. Yeah, it's got Quasi S-VHS playback. Yeah, it's a really great model, and out of all the VCRs I have in my video store, this one is one of my favorites. I especially love the look of the play button. Yeah, the buttons look really nice. So yeah, highly recommend you to get this VCR if you have the chance. And now it's turned off. We're going to shut off the VCR and conclude the video here. So, yeah, highly recommend it. Alright, so that does it for the Sony video cassette recorder from 2004 review. So, I'll see you all later. Hopefully, I'll have enough time to make another one of these videos. I hope, because I do love reviewing interesting video players. See ya. Peace.